Here's what cycle you're closing for the second full moon in Capricorn. But please remember that this full moon is the second of two, and we had one on June 21st, exactly 30 days ago. Honestly, what we're experiencing right now is a do-over. This is like the universe giving us a chance to take the test again after we have absolutely failed. And after reading my comments, I'm pretty sure that no one had a great time last full moon. Okay, it was very gut-wrenching, emotional, it was stressful, it was not great at all. So the universe has offered us the opportunity to say, okay, did you learn your lesson? With that in mind, here's what I feel all of the signs are closing in terms of cycles. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and if you'd like your own reading, you can schedule that with me at any time. My link is in the bio. Pisces, I feel like you're becoming more of an active participant in your life. I feel like for maybe either the past 30 days or maybe years even, you have been letting everybody get away with everything. You have just been having a passive approach to your life. And now you're finally like, you know what, I'm done sleeping, I'm done resting. Let me go ahead and get involved in this thing because clearly nobody knows what they're doing without me kind of energy. I feel like you've taken the time that you've needed to rest, recoup, recover from whatever hurt happened however long ago. And now you're finally ready to get back involved in your life. I know that sounds so crazy, but it's feeling like you were in cryo and now you're unthawed and you're like, okay, let me get back in the driver's seat of my own fucking life. Aquarius, I feel that you're waking up to the realization that you actually have power over your life. And I feel that for maybe a long time, you may have kind of thought manifestation was bullshit, or that like things just happen, and you've been considering a lot of options in your life. You've maybe been ruminating in the what if of it all. Well, what if I went with that person, and what if I went to that school, and really over analyzing your decisions that you have made, or even the options available to you in your life. And now I think you're finally in a space where, you know what, fuck all that, this is what I want to do, and this is what's going to happen. I'm not going to worry about coulda, shoulda, woulda. I feel like similar to Pisces, you're getting back into the driving seat of your life, but you are creating a whole new map. You know what I mean? Capricorn, I feel like you're done. I wanted to say being people's punching bag. That's what I want to say. I don't know how true that is for you, though. I feel like you've really been there in everybody's corner, and I don't think you get enough praise for it because your way of serving is so much more subtle than the other signs. And I think that you've really been an emotional support for a lot of people in your life, and now you're in a place where you're like, okay, let me take a step back from giving so much of myself to other people, and let me advance my own fucking life. Let me level up in the areas that I want to level up, because I have to stop exhausting myself for other people. And I love that for you. Sagittarius, I know it might not feel like it, but I'm seeing that you have been in a cycle where you have been building up your sense of worth, value, whether emotionally or materialistically. And I feel that you are finally elevating to a point where you are in a leadership position where people trust you. They see what you have created and they see what you have done. And they're like, maybe they can do that at a larger scale. You're finally able to take your learnings, your efforts to the masses. You're able to take charge in a way that you haven't before, but it's only because you've proven yourself. Scorpio, I'm really feeling like you have finally given yourself permission to be happy on your own terms. I feel like for years you might have been working for other people's praise, other people's attention, and you are now in a place where you're flourishing independently, but you're doing it for you, and you're really comfortable with where you are, and you don't give a damn who has anything to say about it. I think there's a radical self-acceptance that is happening for you with this full moon, and it's actually quite beautiful. I love it. Libra, I'm hearing a gospel song. I got the victory. I know my... Well, now I'm hearing Identity. Is that the same song? Identity. Her name is Victory. Y'all better know. I know y'all know that song. Quit playing with me. But that's literally the song I just heard. Gospel song. It's feeling like you have been... Now I'm hearing Nipsey Hussle. On my life. Grinding on my life. Like, I feel like, Libra, you have been working so hard. And that cycle of hard work, it's not that it's over. I feel like you're finally able to see God's favor over your life. You're like, okay, now I see why I had to go through all of these battles, why I had to go through all of this. It's finally paying off. You're finally being recognized. I just think this is your time to experience success. I think this cycle of being overlooked is over. Virgo, I feel like you're coming out of this energy of feeling stuck, of feeling like you're at a standstill, of feeling like you don't know what's next. You're coming out of that and you're moving into this energy of holding your ground. It's giving Seven of Wands, defensive energy, but not because you hate people, but because you know what it is you're actually standing for. And I'm not sure that you have the past few months. I think you've been trying to go along to get along, and now you feel a little bit more rooted and a little bit more grounded in what you're doing and who you're doing it for. Leo, I feel like the emotional hardship is over. I'm gonna be very honest. I feel like you have been super, 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 super emotional, speaking for myself. But also, we know I'm a Cancer moon, so I'm always gonna be emotional. I feel like you have been making emotional decisions specifically around your finances, and I think that's coming to an end. I think you're finally coming to a place where you know what you need to do to secure your bag, and you're not going to fumble it anymore. And I think that relates to all areas of your life. You're no longer willing to fumble the bag in your relationships. You're no longer willing to fumble the bag in your finances. You're no longer willing to fumble the bag for yourself, okay? There's a real level of learned lessons here, and I love it. Cancer, I feel like your season of escapism is over. I'm not even sure if you know what you've been running from, to be honest. I think you've been searching for answers. I don't know where or why. That's for you to decide. But I think that cycle is coming to a close for you. I think you've found what you've been looking for, and you're ready to slow down a little bit. I think you've been racing, feeling like you're on a time crunch to get something done, but you're really running against yourself, babe. And I think you finally come to that realization. And so now that you realize you're just competing with yourself, you no longer feel like you need to find something outside of yourself. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Gemini, I feel like there's something that you have been giving all of your effort towards. It's giving Nine of Wands here. There's something that you were like, okay, let me give this one more try. I've been through hell and back with this job, with this person, with this friendship, and I really do feel like you have given it everything you got, okay? But that cycle is closing. I feel like you've realized, okay, you know what? I might not have gotten to the finish line, whatever that means for you. That might be different for every person. But you are truly ready to start a new journey. I really personally don't feel like you got to the finish line. I don't know what this is for you, but I think you've been fighting for something so long that you've wanted to make work and you didn't want to give up on it. And I'm seeing Hordor, for those of you who are Game of Thrones fans. You've been trying to hold up this door for so long, okay? It just became part of your identity. Oh, that's good, God, thank you. And now it's just time to start fresh. It's time to start fresh. Taurus, I'm really getting a sense that for the past month or longer, I really feel like this is longer, you've been trying to start new ventures, new jobs, new relationships, new opportunities, and it has just not taken root. And I feel like that cycle is coming to an end. And I feel like you've consistently had to walk away from people, places, and things. And I think that cycle is coming to an end. And I know it feels painful. It's like, why did I have to go through all this? There's a lesson in this. I feel like there is a big opportunity, a big blessing coming that you will be able to actually sow, reap, and harvest. So please keep the faith on that, Taurus. That cycle of start-stop is coming to an end for you. Aries, I really feel like there was a major project that you have been working on for maybe quite a while. This could be school, this could be a house, this could be a renovation, this could be getting your children to college. I don't know. It's some major accomplishment that you've been working on for quite a while, and it's finally coming to an end. And I feel like last month, somebody got in the way of you being able to get this done. Either they walked away from you, they pulled the rug out from under your feet, they really just bamboozled you. And you had to figure out how to get it done anyway, because it feels like you were under a deadline, to be honest. But it feels like this chapter is closing for you, whatever major project this is for you, and you're finally able to put it in the past, and you've grown and elevated. I love that for you. I hope this helps. Please schedule a private reading with me if you want more information.